I'm very happy to welcome the author of California Dreamers. Sally Davies is here. Sally, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
So you did, you initially did a book because you're a New Yorker. You did this in New York and decided, let's go out to California.
I did.
So first of all, what made you decide just to fly all the way across the country?
Well,
because you could have done Vermont or Virginia or.
I don't think the world is as interested in Vermont as they might be in Southern California and in New York. And I knew like maybe 6 people here. So I thought I'll come and start with them.
Well, and on the cover are some good friends of our program, the Gans, from the Gan Band. And they met you at the door in these matching outfits. You said that doesn't happen in New York.
Well, I had maybe 2 people in my New York book that did that, and I'm always like shocked and thrilled when people go out like that. Yeah.
All right. So did you pick? I mean, the homes are spectacular. I was thumbing through here. Did you pick the people or the homes or both? How did you do this?
I knew 6 people when I got here, and I thought I'll start with those 6 people. And by the time I left each person's house, they were calling me saying, "Here's 12 more people." And it just rolled out like that. And I said yes to every person. I didn't care where they lived or who they were or anything. And I thought, I'm just going to shoot, and we'll decide at the very end how to put this together.
And what was the criteria that you used to put it together? It was just stuff you liked?
Not as well. You know, the publisher gets involved at that point, and it's like we can't have too many pink bathrooms in a row and just like that. They were all great. Every person that let me in their house was fantastic.
Was it hard to convince people to say, hey, I want to come in and, I mean, we have a lot of really interesting photographable homes, and people know that about their homes out here.
I had a little more trouble in New York than I did here. People, maybe because I had already done that book, but people were like, oh, come on over. Yeah, absolutely. Here's everybody, my dog, wherever you want. People were really into it. It was great.
Well, there are a lot of dogs in the book. Of course, I immediately go to the dogs. There's some real cute dogs. But so tell me about some of the people you photographed and included here.
Well, some of the people got here through illegal means and are still undocumented, and they came with coyotes. And some of the people are very famous TV stars, like Will from Will and Grace is in the book, and Linda Ramone is in the book. There's some fun people in there.
Yeah.
But my goal was to have everyone. I didn't want it to be a book of a bunch of rich
so it's
entertainment
not just celebrity
people.
homes and
Exactly.
celebrities.
Right.
It's really a cross section of California life.
Correct. That was my goal. And then there's a little bio on every person as well that I had to drag out of everybody. They like to have their picture taken, but they're a little more nervous about telling their life stories. But they're fascinating. Everybody thinks they don't have a story, and then they do.
You did this all over Southern California, not just out here in the Coachella Valley, but in LA, in Malibu.
Correct.
Hollywood. You were all over the place.
Yeah.
And so that must have been a blast to get to see and meet all of these interesting people.
It's fun. I could do these books for the rest of my life.
So what kind of photography were you doing prior to the book you did on New York?
Fine art. Yeah, I am in galleries and I sell my street work. This was a bit of a deviation for me, going inside the house instead of outside the house.
Well, it's terrific, and I assume that this is available wherever books are sold. People can find this.
Correct.
Okay. It is called California Dreamers, and it's a really interesting cross-section of people and places in the book. And so you can check it out, and there's going to be a signing you're going to be doing a signing at Just Fabulous, is that correct?
Yes, on October 21st in the afternoon.
Okay, so go over, see Stephen Monkarsh over there, and check out Sally's book, California Dreamers.
Come, yeah, come. Buy your book and come.
Yeah, she'll be happy to meet you, and she might show up at your house and take pictures of you.
That's right.
As well. Sally, it was a pleasure to have you on the program.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Lovely. Thank you very much.